You had one bad roll. It just happened to be the deciding roll.
Yep, it's the one roll that has me running away from 6 wolves.
No, don't be ridiculous. There's only 5 wolves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I miscounted. My mistake.
It's only 5.
Don't be so dramatic. It's not like there's 6 wolves.
There is now that people are back. Like.
Oh, look! Look at this. What I've got hidden under here. I missed a wolf.
Yeah, shit. He's on the DM layer.
I'm just gonna drive him towards Keenan and use him as bait.
He's stringy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, last time on D&D.
Well, considering I just did the recap for Astra, someone else can go ham.
So we finally got to Sharon. Did some minor talking on the boat to decide like what we were gonna do next. After we arrived, we went through the market to get some information. Gareth and Morag went off to the weaponsmith, I believe, to get a bunch of mundane weapons so that we could silver them and get ready for the Bloodforge. Durion did a bit of training with Isla so she can learn to think for herself a bit. We learned that all trade towards... I forgot the name. The city to the west.
Arvita.
Thank you. Has ended because of the
Succession crisis.
Succession. Yeah. And nobody's really heard anything from them. We learned that the silversmith here has died. They were murdered.
Moided.
And their apprentice survived and is apparently not very good at the job, or at least the final part.
They're good. They know their way around the actual silversmithing, but they do not know the secrets to the alchemical process of silvering items.
Which appears to be a deciding factor on if they're going to get killed. We all went over to rent out their location so we could actually silver our weapons. Learned who they were.
There's a big discussion about how elves can learn stuff in the morning.
Yes, everyone kind of fixated on the fact that elves have the ability to learn things overnight.
Only some elves can do that, to be clear.
That's I was going to use it as I thought of a better reasoning for it afterwards. Basically, long lived, learn a bunch of things, but memory only lasts so long. So
well, it's in Tasha's, which does mean that I'd leave it to be available for players to use. But in general, I think that's a rare trait amongst elves rather than a commonplace one.
Whereas Durion just believes that it's just a normal thing. He doesn't think it's all that weird because he grew up with it.
Fair enough.
Other NPC elves will probably not just have that ability.
That sounds fine. So Durion just outed himself as being special. And yeah, we were going to go back the next day. We had to go collect some alchemical materials. So we went to the alchemical shop that was just across the bridge. We ran into a few people who the silversmith had mentioned were there, I think the day before or earlier, asking if she knew how to silver weapons.
No, you specifically asked her if anybody had been around asking about the silversmith after his death.
Yes.
And it was a hot blonde elf.
Yes, hot blonde
With
elf.
bombs.
With bombs.
Yeah, a bombing hot elf.
Bomb elf. Yeah.
A bomb-ass elf.
Yeah, she had a bomb ass. She the
We ran
bomb.
into the elf at the alchemical shop. Gareth recognized her bombs. Keenan motioned for Durion to follow, where he slipped out and went after them. Keenan then followed after Durion, while everyone else stayed behind. And due to a poor roll on my part, they have spotted me. I spotted Keenan, and I ran off into the alleys. So Durion is running for his life.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, you guys are just buying stuff, I assume.
So we have no idea. But
Most of you won't be involved in that, but the people that are involved in this, roll initiative.
All right, Keenan, this is it.
Yeah. So, question: I was going to say how far away am I? But the map
Right
is
there.
Yeah.
Dirty 20 for Durion.
Wait. So I don't. Oh, there. Okay.
Oh, crap.
All right. We'll roll a different dice. Watch it fuck me, anyways. Yep. That's a 7.
Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, Keenan's right there. I'm trying to find.
okay,
Holy shit! You gotta go way on down.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Biggest map ever, DM.
Yeah, it was not an accident. You know,
good.
we'll still probably end up having to cycle through it at random directions.
Yeah. It's gonna be a chase, y'all.
Because that's the difference between a chase and a combat.
So
Durian, sorry, what did you say you got?
Dirty 20,
And what is your dexterity modifier?
+4.
Okay, then I'm just going to drop you down to a 19 because you are a little faster, so you'll go first.
That makes a world of difference. It really does.
Yep.
Speaking, is there a goal I need to reach, or because I'm not going to be able to fight them on my own? So do I just have to? My goal is to get away, but mechanically, is there a goal in mind?
Yeah, you just need to lose them.
Hmm.
Figure out how to do that.
How big are
That
these
is up to
buildings?
us.
Are they 2 stories?
The buildings?
Yeah.
A lot of them are 2 stories, yeah. They're like kind of crammed together townhouses.
Okay.
Yeah, so the goal in mind is whatever your goal is here.
Survive.
Are all
wisdom.
regular people up ahead, or do I see guards?
You see a lot of regular people. You know, from what you've seen so far, there is not no guards per se, but there is a pretty low guard presence in the burrows.
So I'm gonna have my bow out because I feel like swords were pointless for following them. If that's okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. First round of combat, I have 40 feet because of Gloomstalker. And I'm going to... Oh man, hopefully this works. Yeah. My first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and fire an arrow at the one on the far right. This one here. And I'm going to use my frost arrow on it.
Ah. So, make an attack roll.
That is a 21.
That hits.
That is 6 points of damage. I believe. Oh, okay. No damage because it deals no damage due to the frost effect. It needs to make a...
No, it should. It should. This is from your quiver of tricks, right?
Yeah, arrow of frost. This arrow deals no damage.
Oh, you're right, because you shoot it at their feet.
Freezing target's feet. Dexterity saving throw.
All right. What's the DC?
Is it just my spell DC?
Yeah, it should just use your spell DC.
It'll be a 14 then.
A 14. Okay. That is a 13.
Ooh.
Okay. So if they fail, the target is larger, smaller. Their speed is reduced to 0 until the beginning of my next turn.
Yep.
If they are huge or larger, their speed is reduced by 10.
So you start booking it down the street, spin around, pull out that arrow, a little bit of like frost and ice gathering around the tip, and you fire, hitting it right on the ground, right at the feet, under one of the wolves, and this just shink plume of ice just overtakes the lower parts of its legs, locking it in place.
Second arrow, I'm going to do the one on the forward left one, and this one is going to be a stone arrow.
All right.
Natural 20.
Nice.
That will hit. In case you didn't realize.
Roll the damage real quick, just to see. Hopefully this one actually does damage. Burst, deals bludgeoning. Okay, so 7, 8, 15, 19 points of damage. Ooh. And strength saving throw, or they push back 10 feet away from me.
That is a 15.
So that passes.
Yeah.
And then do I remember which one of them was the one that had like the white eyes that looked like it was their scout?
I'm gonna call that a retroactive perception check.
Okay.
Does any have bombs?
Not 20 for a 29.
Shit. Nice.
I have marked one of them. You should be able to see it.
Okay, blind wolf. Okay, I'm gonna hit that one with my Gloomstalker free attack with a venom arrow. Actually, no, fire arrow.
Okay.
18 on the dice for 25.
That'll hit.
So 13 points of fire damage, I believe it is. Dealing fire damage. And they have disadvantage on their next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to dash.
Reasonable, yeah.
Because you're probably got cunning action, hell yeah.
So that's just a turn 1 for a Gloomstalker.
And Durion's like, get out of the way, run, and that is my turn. He doesn't want
Yeah, you see a bunch of just stunned local townsfolk. Keenan, make a perception check for me. The street is more crowded than this. There's a limit to how many tokens you want to put down.
Ooh. Watch me not roll good for the rest of the session. 23.
23. Yeah, you see Durion pushing through the crowd as he books it around the corner, bow in hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Moments later, you see a large black wolf book it around the corner behind him. And another.
Oh, why that quick?
Keenan, it's your turn.
Okay. So you said there's very little guard presence.
Yeah.
And that would be closer to this way, where they came from, I'm guessing?
What would
to the
be?
right-hand side of the map? The, rich district where there would likely be more guards.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I'm not running past them. And they seem solely focused on Durion. Doesn't look like they haven't just, lashed out at this guy or anything.
No, they definitely look like they're focusing on Durion.
Okay. I can't even Eldritch Blast because I'll pull them closer.
Well, I mean, can't you choose to activate that effect?
I don't think so.
Just hit Durion with it.
Can you, Dean? Can you...
I would need to check
Once
that.
on each of your turns when you hit a creature, you can move that creature in a straight line 10 feet closer to you. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
okay. Also, good point of note, it only says once on each turn, so it's not on both blasts. I did not realize that.
Yeah, good thing to know. You shouldn't
in
have
that
been able.
case-
You shouldn't have been able to pull two guys off of a ship.
Yeah, sorry. Well, seeing that Durion's booking it, I'm guessing with that, can I see how, frantic... Does Durion look like... Or would I have heard him as well say that?
Durion, how much does your face scream the words "oh shit"?
He definitely has more expression in his movements than he did before. Like, he's waving people out of the way, and his eyes are wide, so he's not as calm as he was when a dagger went by his face.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to just move 10 feet... Oh, there's a wagon there in the way. So... I guess I'll move, here. I'm going to bonus action Expeditious Retreat. So actually, I'll move forward, and then I'm going to take 2 shots at the one closest to Durion, but I'm not going to pull.
Okay.
So, first attack is a 22. Yep, 22. Second is 26.
Those both hit.
Where's my d10s? There's 1. There's 6. Alright. Total of 17 points of force damage. 9 and 8.
9 and 8.
You
Okay.
good?
Okay.
Seeing Durion booking it, I'm going to... What was that? That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The direction back towards our group is, I'm guessing, back this way, far left-hand side.
The direction towards your group would be in the upper right-hand corner.
Upper right.
Yes.
Okay.
South is where you were heading towards the rich district. North would take you back towards the bridge that would take you over.
Okay, so we want to go up this alleyway then. So then I've still got 35 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to point to this, just point down the alleyway, locking eyes with Durion, and say, and I'm going to scream out just, attack! And trying to get, any, I guess, just let people know, guards know, anyone that's close, but top of my lungs.
Yep. Okay.
And that's going to be my turn, because I think I've still barely got line of sight on Durion.
Okay. That is your turn. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Mwahaha.
Oh no.
More wolves.
They just friendly big dogs.
Yeah, you see two more of these big wolves coming around the corner, and one of them has clearly noticed you, Keenan.
Mm-hmm. No, he didn't. There's too many people.
Yeah, people begin scattering. Particularly the people closest to it.
Yeah.
Gonna pay Dad now?
Shit, we should just look for a door. They don't have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, you immediately see scatterings fleeing all over. Keenan, some of them look like they're running from you.
Right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
You just ran out into the street and started blasting, and they don't see what you're blasting. But
So anyway, I started blasting.
I don't know what I don't know what that is, but I don't want any part of it. Yeah, and Keenan, make a perception check.
Hmm. Another 19 for 23. Guys, is this not a shit game?
You're winning D&D.
I'm a little concerned about what's going to happen to Keenan when the other shoe drops on these rolls.
Yeah.
I, for one, am excited.
Look, I got 2 20s, then I got like 3 1s. Now I'm getting some 19s. Next game, I get more 2s.
You actually unknowingly got 3 20s.
Huh?
I rolled a dice to see if any guards heard you.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Yeah, I had
3 nat 20s?
That's kind of well. No, it was a nat on top of your 2 nat 20s. I also got a nat 20 for something you wanted. Did guards hear you?
Hell yeah!
But I hadn't planned on including guards in this encounter, so now I'm trying to find a token for them. Like
Guys, I did it.
I have one in here.
I did something good.
Keenan, you're about to run past Raymond Sprague.
Yeah. Keenan, you're about to run past Abathorn, the Grey Wolf. That's the one.
Don't worry about All right, we're just gonna use these two.
What's going on?
So yeah, you do hear the gong gong gong, heavy impacts of a squad of guards that have heard your calls and are choosing to get involved. Ignore the fact that they all share that all 5 of them only have 2 faces.
That's fine.
Yep,
It's
that's
their armor.
fine.
It's their uniform.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say they're related, but alright, sure.
We're also probably just killing these guards, by the way, so...
Yeah, so don't get attached.
I mean, I'm not even attached to Keenan at this point anymore, so...
Wow. Wow.
So, feel free to give them both barrels, DM.
Durion, it's your turn. I still need to wait for Durion's turn to give Keenan both barrels.
Okay.
Just let me measure real quick. Shit.
Now, here's the moment of concern. Do I want to keep fighting, or do I want to just try running? So, I'm gonna... Crap, yeah. Action dash. I look at Keenan, and I say...
On your
"Running out
left.
of fight." I'm gonna keep running. So that I did...
Did Durion see the guards? Because I wouldn't have.
No, well, Keenan, you heard the stomping boots. I don't. Durion, make a perception check. Let's see if you see the guards.
If they're coming from a different direction that we're going.
Nat 24, 29.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is this game?
It's digital though, see, it's there, damn, holy shit.
So I guess I hear the guards too.
Yeah.
And if I can, I'm going to retroactively undo my dash then, so I'll put myself back 3 squares. I noticed the guards. How well armored do they look? Like how well equipped were the guards when we were traveling the city?
I mean, they're town guards. They're wearing like chainmail. They got like a shield and a spear.
Do they have body?
They will die if
parts?
we don't help them. that's the point.
Yeah, I mean,
shield wall it.
if you want to leave them as dog food while you get away,
I
they
thought about
they
it.
could serve that role. They
Instead,
could certainly serve that role.
It's their job.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna look at the lead one, and let's see. So I used my frost, I used my fire, and I used my stone. That's a saving throw. It's lightning. Okay, I can't get advantage. So instead, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna shoot at the blind dwarf again.
Okay.
That's 18.
An 18 hits.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot both before I roll damage.
Okay.
13.
13 does not hit.
Okay. That is 8 points of damage.
8. Got it.
And then bonus action dash. 30. And I'll just say wolves, wolves, and point back. Just let the guards know what
Just nice and quiet, just wolves.
Well,
Wolves.
The Durion who cried wolf.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
All right. Okay. And that's your turn. Alright. Now, first, some poor frozen bastard's feet are finally free.
Nice. Dodge.
No, the opposite.
No, but he got stuck. That was Claude.
He's gonna come running around the corner. Okay, now I got 1 second. As this wolf suddenly, tumbling, stops being a wolf.
Oh shit, right out in the open.
As you see a hot blonde elf.
No.
Is that the one I shot?
It is.
Oh, yay.
And you can see the bombs on her cloak, but she reaches into her cloak and pulls out whatever it is. It looks like 2 metal tubes connected together.
Oh my.
America!
Oh my god, it is a fucking double barrel shotgun, isn't it?
I mean, it's kinda, yeah.
American breathing.
The literal both barrels.
Unfortunately, I can't give him both barrels this round. But she is gonna rush up to him.
Wait, is she point blanking me with a shotty?
Does look that way. That does appear to be her intention.
Damn.
Kurt Cobain POV. Oh.
Oh, Jesus. That does appear to be her intention, although she is, transforming is an action.
Yep. That's good, that's good. And they are transforming, like, right in line of sight of the guards, too, right? Like...
I mean, there's, like, crowds of people pushing and trying to get out of the way.
Okay.
That'll make it the guards. Who are just going to advance. They don't really know what's happening yet. calm down. What the hell is going on here? I'm gonna rearrange the guards slightly. It irks me. There very easily could be an obvious pattern here, and I'm looking.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
wasn't gonna say anything.
And that will make it another wolf. Who are closing in around Durion. Keenan!
So I went the wrong way. So I'm going to 5, 10, pivot around her. Oh no, do I risk the opportunity attack? I didn't know anything about the bombs, right?
I don't think
On the
so,
belt.
no.
Yeah, it's really tempting to try to like pop one off and then run. But no. So instead, we take the attacks. No, I'm going to action disengage.
Okay.
And with my bonus action dash, that gives me another 30. So I use 10, so 40 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Here, I'm much closer to the guards. I'm going to point to the...
Did you say bonus action dash? Oh, right, never mind.
Expeditious retreat.
But I remembered.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to point towards Durion and the two wolves, and then back towards the alleyway, and just say, I mean, do I know about guns at all in this world? Can I just say, like, lady with gun?
Yeah,
Probably.
Tristan had a pistol.
Yeah, I mean,
Tristan had a pistol.
So guns are pretty rare, but they're not entirely unheard of. So you didn't know what it was when you met Tristan. Most of the party wouldn't know what it is, but
Yeah.
you met Tristan, and Tristan owned a pistol.
Okay, so I'm going to yell at the guards and just say, big wolves, lady with big gun, we need more! And just, like, obviously in... frantically just like, this is not enough, like, get help, and that's action, bonus action, and yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And here comes
I'm
the
good at
nat one.
these. Oh yeah, this is where it is, hey? Oh, that fell off. That's a nat 20 for a 27?
Sheesh. Okay. So yeah, the guards are like looking at each other. And trying to figure out what to do next.
Oh, come on, don't be idiots. Alright, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, this one. Another one of the wolves is going to transform. You have very quickly changed the scenario on them.
Hey, that's using an action. No, that's good, that's good.
The black-haired man in a cowl steps. He's got a red cowl that covers the lower half of his face. And he steps out of wolf form into physical form, and you see him looking in the direction of you. Yeah, that's a problem you'll have to deal with later. More civilians are going to run the fuck away.
Good, smart people.
Durion.
Hi. Crap. I gotta put this in distance. Bonus action. I'm gonna teleport.
Yeah.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30. So it's right there.
How tall are the buildings also around us? You said they were like a few 2 stories?
2 stories, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How high up are they?
About 20 feet, give or take. 20, between 20 and 30, depending on where you are on the slope. They're fairly pointed roofs.
Okay, can I teleport up onto a roof?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go up onto here, because I think that would be like just a straight 20 up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look down at the blind wolf and shoot him 2 more times.
Okay.
Oh, it was gonna be a nat 20, but it's a 15.
Does not hit.
Okay,
Damn.
second shot.
Some beefy wolves.
24.
What was that?
24.
That'll hit.
5 points of damage.
Yep,
There's
and
no...
all of this is, of course, not as effective as you would hope due to the absence of Silvered.
Yeah. Durion's gonna point them out to the guards and say, werewolves. Werewolves, kill them. To try and, like, stir them into action.
Just werewolves, kill them.
I love how, like, even frantic and
I'm going to then, crap, I want to stay out of sight, so I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, just so I can stay out of sight, and that's my turn.
Okay. Really came into this assuming you guys had a plan.
I had a plan.
We did run,
But then you didn't.
and now there's guards though. I didn't think it'd work.
You're the one who did that!
I know. I didn't think it'd work.
I have an actual plan to get away, but I don't know what Keenan's doing now.
Well, for starters...
I thought they'd come with more than just like, you know. And yeah. Anyway.
Alright, that is a 21 and a 17 to hit you, Keenan.
A 21 and a... Oh, I'm not going to waste my shield. Yep, so 21 hits.
The 21 hits, okay.
I've got the shield out at the moment.
You take 20 points of piercing damage. As she whips the double barrel, blam, blam! And then immediately just Breach pulls out 2 more rounds and loads them in. These are not flintlocks, it is a breach lock.
Ooh.
Which means that you don't have to cram the bullets in the barrel and shove them down with a stick.
Nice.
Which is good news for you, obviously. Durion.
Hi.
You are on the roof.
I am.
Well, 20 points. I got to roll a con save. Sorry. Ooh! I failed. I lost Expeditious Retreat.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, you should have just ran.
I mean, I was running. What do you mean?
Well, Keenan, you're at your starting point. You know, you moved forward, moved north, moved south, and then moved back where you came from.
Yeah, because guards came from this way. Like,
I'm saying, if this is your attempt at running, you're not doing the best job of it.
yeah, I know.
The blind dwarf shifts back into humanoid form. One second, I gotta label these. I keep forgetting which wolf is which person. Apologies, it'll be just a moment. Somebody, and I'm not going to name names, screwed up and didn't label their wolves.
I'm sorry, DM. I can't do everything, all right? I'm running a stream. I'm running another player character who's not here, and we're not even doing anything. My hands are full.
I'm spending all this time watching Keenan die. I'm very busy.
And sending memes and making jokes.
Okay, now I won't get them all fucking mixed up anymore. It normally isn't a problem, but since they're getting moved to the GM, I didn't plan for it. I didn't plan well. Wolf is just gonna lunge at you, Keenan, since you're available. It's going to make a bite at you. Ah, natural 1.
Woo! That hits.
But yes, the blind dwarf has taken their humanoid form. And... Nope, they don't have it. Okay, nope. And there's so much stuff to juggle now, especially adding guards into the mix. Seeing everything that's happening, the guards are going to charge forward. I also don't have these with their hit points prepared because I didn't have fucking guards planned for this, but somebody just had to go. Guards! For some reason, Keenan just wanted to get a bunch of guards killed.
I just wanted to not get me killed.
Weren't you worried
know?
about like us getting the apprentice killed?
She's an INPC, not just an NPC. Important non-playable character.
Wow.
So they're going to charge forward.
Jeff,
They have
very important.
spears, which for some reason are not reach weapons. So only 2 of them can get into range. The others that can't will sprint, trying to get around the lady with the gun. So they'll make a couple of spear attacks. I think those both hit, actually. I mean, it's for... total of 5 damage against this wolf between the 2 of them. That's after having it for resistance, though. But yeah, they come up and... spears! And... no, not him. Okay. This wolf... is... okay. Is going to look up at the direction Durion went. And you see it seemingly like focus for a moment, and then it just goes sprinting vertically up the wall.
They can climb.
Like you see its feet just like almost like pools of shadow around its feet as it just lopes up the side of the wall and up across on top of the roof.
The horse used the elevator. I didn't know it could do that.
But yeah, actually that's just its full movement. So yeah, it's close to Durion, but with its full movement, it's just short of being able to. I mean, it can get into melee, but I have to sprint, which I guess it will because it has nothing else it can really do in wolf form. But it chases onto the rooftop. Keenan, it's your turn.
I'm going to action disengage. Can I move diagonally through these guards?
Yeah, the guards
are allies. Okay. I'm going to move back here. And this lady here, I know it's like a group of people, but can I point to someone that seems like I know that's still around? And it's like, get more guards, get their attention. And I'm going to see Durion up there. I'm going to bonus action. Let's just retreat again and take my 60 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Run up here. But that's my last spell slot. Yeah, and that's...
okay.
That's everything.
Okay.
Oh, wait, action dash. Oh, action disengage, never mind, sorry.
Alright, now 1 second. If this number is at least 22, then... that's way beyond 22. Okay. Cool. Alright, so all of those guards die.
Oh,
Nice.
As the man with the cowl just fireballs the whole hallway. He does clip one of his allies with it. But they're pretty resistant to things, so they don't seem like they're that concerned. But yeah, the man with the cowl just steps forward, conjures a bead of flame in his hand, flings it forward, and from down on the street below Durion, or the street behind you, Keenan, you hear a And of everybody there, only the werewolf that was in the fireball had enough hit points to survive even half damage. So
much for your guards.
I thought they could be a meat shield wall to buy us time. That's why I ran back there.
That's one fireball that's not hitting.
Yeah, they used a fireball. At least.
yeah, so a guard, a decent handful of civilians, or a group of guards, a decent handful of civilians.
I did not think they would be so open about just blatantly showing themselves as murdering people.
Make
Make a guilt check.
Yeah, no, I don't need to.
No, make the guilt check. I'm just kidding.
Natural
Make
20.
it.
Natural
Let
20.
me roll. Guilt choke. No, it's a 3.
No, I was going to say make an insight check for me.
Okay, insight. What should be that 3 again? It's a 10 to 14.
14?
Could I make one?
Yeah, Durion, you can make one. You're kind of reading their general behavior.
They're not staying in the city after this.
That's 19.
These cultists are somewhat different than the death cultists you encountered. These are like if you know 40k, like Cornet Berserker, like these are bloodthirsty. Like all they've wanted to do since they walked into this city was slaughter people, and you gave them an excuse to get off of the leash.
So you're saying?
Right, so just like
I'm
pure
hearing a
chaos,
lot of.
they're not...
I'm hearing a
Yeah.
lot of puns here. Leashes.
Yeah.
Bloodthirsty. I mean,
Wait, which one? How's
Yeah.
bloodthirsty upon? They're not werewolves, or they're not vampires, rather.
a bloodthirsty wolf.
Yeah.
It's
Sure, I guess.
Yeah. But as
Sounds like a-
opposed to the death cult where they were trying to be like
discreet.
quiet.
Yeah, where they were
these
trying
guys are
to
like,
be
fuck it.
subtle. They are. Yeah, they just like clearly that was an opportunity to just be like, hey, I can slaughter a bunch of people at once and accomplish something. My bosses can't complain too much about that.
Yeah. Okay.
DM Morax was outside of the shop listening. Would she have heard an explosion?
No.
Okay.
You guys are.
Too far away.
1,000 rounds away. You're 1,000,000 miles away right now.
Okay.
Put it as Brindley Mulligan puts it.
Yeah.
You're nowhere near this whole thing.
I was just asking because Morag would have asked.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all decided to split the party, but choices were made. Durion, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, thought climbing onto buildings would help me. It did not. So, bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to... How far can I jump?
That's a long way.
I don't think I can jump very far.
What's your strength score?
It's a -2. It's 7.
You can jump 1 square.
With a strength score of 7, you can jump with a running start. Without a running start, you have 3 feet horizontally, 7 feet with a running start. You cannot jump very far.
Okay.
Screw it up.
Can I jump off the roof and then like tumble so I don't go prone?
You can attempt to do so. Yes, you would still take fall damage.
Okay.
It's about a 20-foot drop, so it's 2d6 fall damage, not massive.
Yeah. So 7. So like here, or where do you want to put me? 'Cause I'm just gonna go off the roof.
Yeah, you'll just square next to it's fine. Make an acrobatics check to try to not.
Would have been better. 13.
13. I'll allow it. You do take 8 points of fall damage, though.
Oh my god, I just passed. Okay. I still have concentration on pass without a trace. That was my con save.
Ooh. Nice.
The only damage I took was from falling. Okay, so that was my movement. I'm gonna look at Keenan. I'm like, we have to get out of sight. Find someone. Action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's my turn.
Yeah, having a. All right, it's your turn. One of them comes whipping around the corner at you. One of the ones still in wolf form. Keenan, make an insight check on that one for me.
That's a nat 20 for a 24. Fuck me. Oh.
I am going to give it disadvantage on its roll.
Oh.
Because I think you just reading the slavering bloodlust in its eyes, you see what's about to happen coming.
Oh.
As it lunges at you with a claw as it suddenly bursts into a massive bipedal humanoid wolf form. Wrong there.
The initiative's just getting smaller. There's only one left. Look at that.
Yeah, we're killing them single-handedly, guys.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It only took, what,
Oh.
6 guards?
6 guards, 5 guards, some civilians.
Oh, great.
And a Keenan.
And Keenan.
A couple of guards might have died here or there. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. But I didn't get hit with a fireball. Hey.
Yeah, it's gonna. But yeah, and you also don't get hit with a claw, as it suddenly. Morag can make a perception check to try to hear that.
Hear the wolf.
Yeah, the loud howl that it just let out.
I think you, like the mic peaked me, so I only heard like the end of the howl, which was just like a.
Yeah, that'll happen. Morag doesn't notice shit.
Okay.
Damn.
Morag's twiddling her thumbs. Alright, so that one's all up in your business.
Does Repeat have like ultrasonic hearing or something?
No, I did not equip him with sonar.
And then, Keenan, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
Notoriously great at these. Oh, but I rolled a 6 to 18.
An 18 passes, which I believe would be half damage.
Thank God.
As she whips around the corner, pulls one of those bombs from her belt and just whips it in that direction. You're definitely noticing a very severe. You take, actually not that much. I think with a save, you only take 7 points of damage.
Ooh. Ooh. Just shield up.
But yeah, she walks around the corner, pulls out one of those bombs, clicks the thing in, and whips it in your direction, and boom! This thunderous crashing burst of shrapnel.
Obvious disregard for their friend's safety.
Yes. You can see that she's kind of got that like anime Yandere face. The wide-eyed grin.
Yeah.
They're very much just caught up in the bloodlust of all of this.
Yeah, so I'm running away from Yuki. Great.
Yeah. All right. I can remove the guards from they're dead.
Shit. Don't make me feel worse.
This one's gonna stop looking at you, Durion, and it kind of hesitates for a second. Before it will jump down as well. But it does just, like, jump down. Durion, give me another insight.
Not great. 9.
Okay. Yeah, like that right there. That's about what the elf leader looks like.
It was Yuna, not Yuki. Yuki was the
Yuna.
boy.
Sorry. Fuck, it's been like 20, 15 years since I watched it.
Oh
Not
no,
15, 10.
it's still coming after me.
Did you say you know? Because it's just to be clear.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, yeah.
Sorry.
Gasai. Either
Nerd.
way, it is still coming after you, but it's sprinting. Yeah, I'm a nerd, and I'm fucking proud of it. Fuck you. Keenan! Things are getting a little wolfy around here.
Haha. If I keep disengaging, they're gonna keep attacking me, so I'm gonna have to risk it for the biscuit, and I'm just gonna action dash, bonus action dash, right down the alley.
Okay.
So
He's
unless
gonna
I've got
load
Sentinel, but yeah.
He, you said action dash. Yeah, no, he doesn't have Sentinel. Sorry, for a second I was like, you said you disengaged, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember how I said about the other shoe dropping?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a natural 20.
Cool.
It shouldn't be too bad. It's just one werewolf bite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am gonna need a con save out of you.
Yeah, I did. I just passed the one for the shot for the bomb, so.
Okay. No, I'm gonna need a con save from you for the bite. Yeah.
Okay, so this one's for the bite. Oh! That's on that one.
Nice.
Y'all,
Plus 6?
y'all might need to find an herbalist.
Shit.
Because you might have just a touch of lycanthropy.
Yeah, but if I get resistance to all damage, maybe I want to keep that shit. Nah.
That's
Kidding.
alright. That's alright, Keenan.
Kidding.
The elf's gonna take you out like Old Yeller.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to keep that shit, but I want to be clear that this is the kind of you make a new character and the DM now controls your evil former PC kind of lycanthropy.
That
And you
still
take
sounds kind of cool.
and you take 30
Very
points
cool.
of damage.
30 shit!
Yeah, it was a net 20. I don't know what you expected.
Yeah. Cool,
How's it-
50. Okay, just 10 or higher. Come on, dice.
As a changeling, could Keenan like turn into like from like a normal
Oh, yeah,
werewolf into like a chihuahua werewolf?
Okay, I save on Expeditious Retreat.
Okay, cool.
I got like a 24.
Okay, and where are you?
And then, okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I go around that wolf. 30, and then I'll just measure for another 60 feet. So there.
I got
Oh,
you.
I'm gonna click him. It's there?
Right there.
Ah, yep.
Two more up.
Just run past Durion, or I guess like it's happening simultaneously, so beside Durion, and just be like.
On your
Probably
left.
crackling where I got bit, but shield up and just, yeah, gunning it.
Okay. One of the ones in the back, you guys are kind of like too far away and out of sight. So the one with the cowl just like is stepping up and is just conjuring firebolts and flinging them into the crowd. You can kind of hear him in the distance. The crowd is fleeing.
Yeah, this wasn't our fault.
This was only slightly your fault.
It was Durion's fault.
They were gonna do it eventually anyway.
Probably true. Meanwhile, everybody else is at an alchemist shop. Are you still just like shopping?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Probably just
Yeah.
asking, information, stuff like that. Seeing if there is Wolf's Bane, because that was kind of one of our priorities.
Yes, you were looking for wolves, but you were able to easily acquire Wolfsbane. The harder thing to acquire that they don't have on hand
Is the
is, well, yes, kind of, is a what's the word? Recipe for extract of Wolfsbane, which is what you actually need to make.
That's
Just
all right.
getting Wolfsbane is only the first step.
That's all right. We know Durion could just learn it in the morning.
You would need a recipe, not just proficiency in alchemy. You would need the recipe,
Fair enough.
which Durion cannot learn in the morning.
If Durion's still alive in the morning, I think that's a win.
Have you played Final Fantasy 15? I just got like the thing of Ignis, like, a new recipe.
Created a new recipe. Okay, speaking of Durion, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna stop shooting and just run. 30. Action dash. 30. Bonus action dash. And as I'm running by Keenan, I say, we have to get into a building, and then I can hide us. And I'm gonna keep running.
Yeah.
That's it.
The big one is like chasing after you, kind of almost lumberingly though. He's not nearly as fast.
Good.
In hybrid form, although he actually should be faster than that. He should be up here.
Not good.
He's still pretty quick. He's still faster than the average person, but not as like wicked fast as they are in it. The wolf form has 50-foot movement. The hybrid form has 40-foot movement.
Yeah.
Thank
God I took Expedition Retreat. Otherwise I'd be dead already.
Okay. Speaking of you being dead already.
Yeah, okay. Surely, it's a shotty, right?
I said it was a double barrel. I never said double barrel shotgun.
Oh, fuck.
You are in its range, but it's disadvantage range.
20 AC. Feel like I got the short up.
Never mind. She fires a shot, and you hear a loud crack, and you see the back of the gun bursts and shrapnel like hits her in the arm. And she shouts and flings it to the side. Yeah, natural one, misfire.
Hell yeah, baby!
Keenan, go back and grab that for me.
Yeah, Keenan, walk back to the 5 wolves. Durion, scout going back for you.
Oh man.
Imagine what Gareth can do with a shotgun.
All right. Probably not much.
You can make your own.
Yeah. So the only one of them is still in wolf form, and as such, faster than y'all. With bonus action sprints, you can outspeed any of them other than the wolf form. But that one can. It has to sprint to catch up, but it does catch up. Keenan, that makes it you.
God, I'm just gonna slowly die because I have to action dash, which means I can't disengage. Otherwise, the rest will catch me. So just straight vertical. I take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
I have to.
Natural 3.
Ooh.
Okay, 90 feet. I'm just running beside Durion and just like, well, if we need to find the place, find it quick.
I mean, there's buildings on all sides of you. Anytime you want to try to go inside a building, you can.
Yeah. It's just...
But I mean, Durion's, I don't know what's actually going on, so I'm probably I'm following Durion, but, you know. Because it's that weird, like, we're running beside, but...
So,
in front,
Durion,
but, like...
you're going into a building, right?
My intention is to try break line of sight into a building, and then I'm going to use rope trick and hide in an extra dimensional hole. And
Okay.
If Keenan can get inside as well, I pull the rope up. No one else can access it, and with Pass Without a Trace, they can't track us.
Yeah,
so I would hold my action to follow Durion, I guess, my movement.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Keenan, like not counting the crowd, which is just running, and the cowled fellow who is just flinging firebolt into the crowd, clearly having kind of lost the plot of what he was supposed to be doing. The rest of them, Keenan and Durion are right next to each other in initiative, so you could, yeah, so you leap through a window probably to avoid having to deal with like a locked door. It looks like this is somebody's shop. Like the upper floor is their house and the lower floor is a shop. It looks like a woodworker's. But having heard all of the screams and shouting, it looks like they've booked it away from here. And you see Durion just pull out a rope, fling it into the air, and it just stops.
And I'm just like running with style and getting in there, and just like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Right up the rope into the hole,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then pull it
Same.
inside.
All right.
So I imagine mechanically I would have just moved and then held my action movement.
You climb into the rope. Climb up the rope into this small extra-dimensional space. It's lucky that you're inside, because technically the rope goes until the entire thing is hanging perpendicular. So you need to climb 60 feet of rope to get there. Without a climb speed, that would take you 2 turns. But with a roof in the way, that it's more like 8 feet up. So, yeah, you climb up there, tug. Durion, you climb up there. You like tug Keenan in after you, and then tug the rope in after you, and you're a small. You're in a small extra-dimensional space. It's
Just
not.
It looks like a little sitting room. Like there's just cushions and that's it.
Yeah, there's just like some laying cushions, but the ground itself is almost just made of like shadow and darkness. Like there's no clearly defined edges to this space. And there's just a hole in the ground that you just climbed in that you can still look out of as you see one of those wolves hop in through the window after you and like sniffing around and sniffing the ground, clearly trying to get your scent, but with Pass Without a Trace, there's no scent for it to get. It does search around for like a while, like it gives it like 5 minutes before you can hear louder shouting and the sounds of guards. And it turns and flees, and it seems that our cluster of wolves... Enough guards have arrived that our cluster of wolves needs to book it.
Yeah.
So that will take us out of initiative.
So I'm just up, frantically running up into this thing, and once we get down, or like settle down in it, where did I get bit? Was it like full, just like over the shoulder type thing? Like, because I imagine considering its size, that probably would have been the easiest.
Where do you want to have been bit for dramatic effect?
I'm thinking like their size and where I'm armored. I feel like over the neck shoulder would have.
I
been
feel like
the
neck
easiest
shoulder,
way.
but you could have also like put your arm up to defend yourself and gotten it on
I've
the
got the
arm.
shield, so I think it's probably bypassed the shield.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll say the like neck, shoulder, torso, kind of upper torso. Yeah.
The trapezoid
So I'm just sitting
muscles.
up there, and I've probably haven't even sheathed Gwerd, just like laying it down and just holding my neck and just looking back and forth between that and Durion. I'm like, that doesn't feel right. Maybe we have a problem.
All right, let's wait. Give it. This will last an hour. And he motions to the dark space, and there's like shadows plucking at you.
I'm going to also just second wind, and can we take a short rest in here?
It lasts for an hour, so yeah.
Sweet.
But we won't have Pass Without a Trace when it's over.
I realized that I never actually labeled the rich district. There, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, do you need to wait? I can pop you up a bit. We should get back to the others.
No, he said it lasts an hour. We wait an hour.
We don't want them coming after us, but Durion's like looking over your wounds as well.
Durion, make a nature check.
19.
19? Yeah, you pay attention to this kind of thing. So you would know you have 6 days until the next full moon.
Okay, Durion's like, he's doing the calculations, and he takes out he's just gonna kind of like write it in your hand with like charcoal, just like 6. That's how long we have.
6 fucking what?
Days. If what I understand from what Gareth has told me with how the changes work, 6 days. Until the next full moon. If we can distill an antidote, wolfsbane, whatever. If we can get this.
Yeah. Cool. Well, one more shape that I can add to my inventory. All right. Yeah.
If it's like those.
I'm kidding. I don't want this either. I'm just,
right.
threat of death and very much in pain and humor and yeah.
Durion's gonna like look around like out the entrance of the hole. What kind of shop are we in?
It's the woodworker shop.
Okay, does not help us, but you know what? It's a hiding place, and that's all I care about. All right, I'm just kind of like, I'm laying on the ground by the hole, like listening out. I'm just listening for noises, anything that doesn't sound right, while I wait for Keenan to get his second win before we head back to the others.
After about 30 minutes, you see people returning to the shop. Looks like a family of halfling woodworkers.
They're gonna be very upset with us.
They all have curly brown hair. They're all kind of chubby, and there's a lot of them.
All right.
Oh god, it's the Duggars.
I took a short rest as well in that time, so I used 3 hit dice.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time it ends, you see like the shadows are starting to cling to you harder and harder, and you feel yourself getting pushed as we get ejected from the hole.
What the?
Yeah, imagine my full
God!
on my ass.
This is like all like both of you just like falling out from the ceiling randomly into their shop.
We're leaving. We're just
We're-
You can see one of them. He's got like grayer hair, and he looks like he's like probably like the family patriarch. Has like picked up a wood saw and is like brandishing it like a sword. But his arms and hands are shaking heavily.
Durion takes out 5 silver coins and holds them out for your troubles.
Make a persuasion check. I would have given you disadvantage, but the bribe gives you advantage. So,
18.
Oh. I don't.
We were running.
We were hiding. We're leaving.
From the.
And I'll just point at my shoulder, where it's probably closed up a bit, but there is still obviously big teeth marks.
He hiding from the. He turns and he spits the Blood Moon cultists.
Yes.
Galore.
Yeah.
All right.
How is it out there?
It's all right. Guards seem to have chased them off for now, but.
Sure.
Is
Yeah,
this
we've been
not
here.
the first time this has happened?
It's the first time it's happened in the city. We've been hearing talks about it in the smaller towns and camps and such in the woods.
Do they know whereabouts or just in the general area?
Oh, all over. If you wanted more, you need to talk to some of the refugees.
Where could we find them?
They've got a camp outside the walls.
Okay. We apologize for intruding on your homestead. He puts the coins on the table, and he has like his hands out, like showing that his hands are empty. He's not holding weapons or anything.
Yeah.
And
I sheathed Greg, because it probably would have clattered down with me because I fell on my ass and just like.
It was a good persuasion check. He's standing and he's kind of lowered the saw. The rest of the family is definitely like keeping their distance and eyeing warily. But this older halfling is just he's standing his ground pretty gutsily.
Is there any kids?
Yeah, there's 3 kids.
whereabouts is there the refugee camp?
It's just outside the
That's up the wall.
northwestern gate. Yeah.
We'll be on our way. Nothing will get tracked back here, and Durion's gonna like back Keenan out the door.
Yeah. As we leave, I just want to look at one of the kids and just change one of my eyes to bright blue and the other one I don't know, purple or something, for a split second while when I lock eyes with them, and then just give them a wink and then walk out.
They gasp.
Yep. And then I'm gonna take extra care to make sure our scent is not there.
So meanwhile, Astra, Gareth, Freya, and Morag, and the NPCs, you've been hearing sounds of chaos. It's finally carried over this way, and you can see that the guards have been marching through the streets. What do you do?
Can I just kind of yell at a passing guard? What's going on?
Don't worry about it, citizen. He just keeps marching. They're clearly heading towards the burrows.
I'm pretty sure at that point Morag would kind of like smack me or something, be like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you attempt to head in that direction, the guards will, like, stop you.
Could we like, how many guards and like how far? Are they just like filing in a line like, hup, 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 hup?
Kind of, but yeah, like, at, like, a double time.
Yeah. Could we wait a bit for them and then follow afterwards? Were they...
Yeah. If you try to, like, go with the guards, they'll stop you, but if you just wait for them to go and then follow after. It takes a bit, though. They do end up securing the bridge, and there are crowds of people that are, like, flowing through out of that side of the city.
Astra, are you able to
Yeah, I'm gonna send the...
get a message to either one of them?
Okay, you'll hear a message in your head, Keenan. Like, Keenan, what's going on?
I imagine we would still be in the hole at the point, but I get this.
Yep.
So just...
One moment. Wait, did you say message?
Going to be sending.
Oh, yeah, sending. Yeah, I meant sending.
Okay, I want to be clear because message is like you're way out of range for message.
Yeah.
Sending's a 3rd level spell. You're currently on another plane.
I was going to say you have to roll, don't you?
So, yeah, I'm rolling it. Yeah, it gets through.
Okay.
So, do you just say Keenan what's going on for your full sending?
Yep.
25 words. 3rd level spell.
25
Efficient.
words. 4 words.
Hearing that, I'm just going to look at Durion and tap my head and things went to shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Pretty hurt. Tell Gareth start working on that werewolf remedy stuff, but safe for now. And then, yeah, I'll send that out.
I will relay that information to Gareth.
How are they going to get across the bridge?
I mean, the cordon on the bridge only lasts for like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because by the time we came out, civilians were back in their shop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess as soon as like I'm assuming we'd kind of like hide around like a corner and just kind of watch from a distance, and then when the guards leave, I would assume we would try to make our way across the bridge.
Fair enough.
And it attempts to look for them.
Yeah, I mean, you can run into each other relatively easily. You'd probably both just be using, like, main roads.
Yeah, I mean, by the time we come out, we're walking right down towards the bridge.
You look around and you find Keenan and Durion. Durion looks still alright. Keenan could look better.
Like, health-wise, alright, but yeah, big bite mark. In my brand new clothes.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look at Keenan and just say like, "Fuck, we ain't got nothing but rusted luck."
I might as well
Yeah, well,
okay. We need to find Cure. Did you get everything we needed for the silvering?
Did we get everything we needed for silvering, damn?
Yes.
Okay, because I just put Wolfsbane in my inventory.
Yeah, you were also shopping for the stuff for silvering, which you should have been able to get, other than the actual process. But Durion should be able to pick up the alchemical skills required, and between both of you and the Silversmith's Apprentice, it should be a doable thing.
Perfect. How much does that set me back in figure?
Oh, 1 minute.
I probably would have asked the shopkeeper of information on that elf too.
It's 100 gold per weapon you want to silver.
I think Morag covers that.
Yeah, I think was extremely happy to cover that.
How many weapons were there? There was
2 from Durion and then like 1 of each. And then
Yeah, one for everyone else.
there was. Okay, I didn't hold on to the list of specific weapons.
20 crossbow bolts, 20 arrows, a rapier, a dagger, a longsword, a great axe, or
two short swords.
I think it was 2 long swords. Or no. I'm good with that. I don't need to, because I'll just because Astra needed a dagger. So yeah, 1 dagger, a great sword for Morag. I'll just go down the list. Longsword for Freya, 2 short swords for Durion, great axe for Morag, 20 crossbow bolts for Gareth, a dagger for Astra, and a rapier for Keenan, as well as 20 arrows for Isla.
Isla. Okay, so that's 1,000 gold.
Yeah, we can chip in. I'm pretty sure we can all chip in. Not make Morag pay for it all.
Well, you know what? We'll have Morag pay for it up front, and then y'all can figure out splitting the difference later. Okay?
Okay, 1,000 gold. We'll figure it off in the off game.
Yeah, exactly. You can work it out. You can pay Morag back. Morag will pay it up front, and you can figure out how much you want to pay back later. Okay?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that we got told that like magic weapons tend not to hold silvering, but can I like directly ask Red if they'd like allow it? In the rope trick while we're in there, just like
yeah, they don't seem to have a problem with it. The problem is not that magic weapons don't allow it; it's that the silvering does not take with magic weapons. It just flakes off of them.
And you just like gobble it up or something and be a bit more useful against those guys.
Technically, it could acquire the ability of silvering, although doing so would replace your current Hex Eater ability.
Oh no!
Yes.
If he did that, could he? I don't know how your abilities work. Like, you can't just swap out afterwards back to it.
No.
No. Hex Eater is one.
Yeah. It's not like the actual Hexblade stuff. It's like once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay. I don't know how your thing works. I was just asking because I assume like you're talking out loud to the sword and Durion's.
Oh, I'm probably not. I'm probably just like hand on it while I'm in the rope trick. Yeah.
Probably talking mentally.
You're like stroking your blade, and I'm just watching you. Like,
no, I'm probably like barely
Jesus.
conscious after taking my short rest.
I have a question. I think once we meet back up with the others, Durion would want to go back to the alchemist shop, and I want to ask about choking powder.
Okay.
Dust of sneezing and choking, whether they have that or if they know anything about it. The Durion thought process is they have heightened sense of smell and hearing, so if we create a choking powder or sneezing powder, that might eliminate their ability to track us or help in combat, like throwing them off somehow.
No, it's interesting.
He's thinking of other ways, like sitting there. He's not just sitting there going like, "Oh man, we almost died." He's like, "Okay, this long until he changes. This we need this. So he's doing inventory now.
Yeah. So are you guys all heading back to that shop, or are you splitting up in different directions? What are you guys doing?
We would stick together.
Yeah.
Because we have to now rest and figure out what we gotta get ready to do this silvering, because we did not do. I don't think we did very well.
We didn't do much at all, and a lot of people died for it.
You go to go back to Luth and Tizia's. Oh, hello! I didn't expect to see you again quite so soon. What can Luthi and Tizia do for you?
I'm tracking creatures, wolves, and I want something that will ruin their sense of smell. Itching powder or hot pepper flakes, something that will assist.
Well, most of those sorts of things you'd probably buy at a common shop. If you're looking for something more alchemical, it's available, but it's going to cost you.
What's the price difference? Durion doesn't have a lot of money, so he's gonna do what he can with what he has.
It's a dust of sneezing and choking is a magic item, so it's still gonna cost. It costs like 250.
250.
250 gold will get you a bag. Which will make them unable to breathe as they choke and sneeze.
I'm gonna kind of grab Durion and kind of pull him to the side and just kind of like relay, like, cause like he wasn't in the shop when the other people were in there, the cult, and I'm just gonna kind of relay, like, he's scared of those people. Like, perhaps you can use that in your negotiations.
All right, but I still won't have the funds to pay for anything. He kind of like shows you his bag. He only has 45 gold. He hasn't been getting any money.
Damn, boy, you poor.
Yeah, I bought equipment for myself, and I don't make a lot of money.
I can cover it for you.
Yeah, you tend to. I mean, you tend to make a lot of money in. It's a feast or famine kind of thing. You're gonna make a lot of money in big bursts
At
when you
once,
find a treasure.
yeah.
Except for Morag.
Except for Morag.
Well, no, they've just kept their money.
So Durion's gonna go over. He's like, "Are you able to lower it by? Can you lower it by 100 gold? We're using it to track down those fiends that were harassing you earlier."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Natural 20 for 28.
The moment he mentions that, he stiffens. He like his whole body like.
They injured my friend. Now I'm going to remove them.
You like sprinkle a little silver dust in there or something, enough would that make it just more of a pain in the ass, or?
I think DM's muted.
No, I'm just. I'm thinking about his. I'm thinking about his response.
And I just lean over to Durion. Would that make it more of a pain in the ass if they got like all silver in their nose and shit? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what he knows. You are going after Kendira and her crew.
Oh, no.
Yes.
The lore.
They attacked me in the street and injured my companion. I take that personally. I hear they've caused troubles for others.
That's a light way of putting it. They're... Well, I for one think they're probably Blood Moon cultists or something, but nobody can prove it.
I watched them.
But they have come in here, forced, intimidated, make me stock endless amounts of the supplies they need at the cost of others.
Do you have a
They've
list
cost
of
me
that
gold,
supplies?
sanity, safety.
This could be investment.
If you're going after them, he reaches under his bag, his counter, and pulls out 4 bags. You can have all the dust of sneezing and choking that you want.
Do you happen to have a? Oh God, I forget what it's called. Like an inventory or a receipt, a sales receipt of what they've purchased.
They demand no paper receipts, but I do have an inventory of what they. The requests are always the same.
Could I get that?
Give me time to make a copy.
How much does he want for the bags?
He just gave them to you.
Oh.
He pulls out an ink pen and yeah, you got a nat 20. I'm just rolling with it, and he hates them so. And he begins copying down, and once it's finished, he does the whole thing where you like put sand over it to help it dry quicker, shakes it off, rolls it up, and hands it over to Gareth.
Thank you. We'll ensure that they bother no one else once we've prepared.
I would appreciate that.
Do you know of any information of where this cult is possibly hiding out at?
They were
No, not.
when they stopped us. They were heading over into the wealthier district, right? That was the wealthy district.
They were. If you look at the map, they were heading along this road.
Probably out.
So they could have been heading towards a different gate to the wealthier district, or they could have been heading out to the north.
To the Refugi camp.
Or just the road leading north deeper into the Fanry Woods.
Okay.
Boogies.
They mentioned someone. They mentioned a boss.
Did they?
Yeah, they were mentioning somebody, and then that's when they noticed me.
They didn't mention a boss. They mentioned that the gnome keeps demanding things.
Mm.
And you weren't there for that. You were outside.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay. All right. So, how often do they come back?
Oh, once every few weeks usually. Although they should be back probably tomorrow, since they put in an order and they'll want to pick it up.
Tomorrow? Can we, what time tomorrow? Do they come regularly?
Couldn't say. Usually sometime in the afternoon or evening, but they're not so considerate as to come to a specific time.
All right.
Do you... A question, I'll look at everyone and then back to the... what's his name again?
Luthian. Or Luthen.
Luthien.
Luthen Tizia.
Is this a two-story building?
It is, yes. Many of the buildings here seem to be like townhouses where the shop's on the lower floor and you would live on the upper floor.
Do you happen to have space upstairs, Luthen?
Yes, my home is up there.
Is it just you that lives here?
No. My partner lives here as well.
If they're coming back here, we know where they're going to be. That seems
Keenan.
as good a time as any.
If
Could I...
it would be better if we don't immediately show that we're hiding here. It may be better to go rest and then get the silvering done as soon as possible, so we have a better chance.
No, I agree. And then I was just meaning that maybe if we had permission, we could then wait here, and when they come, ambush, yada yada. They already know that we're against them. There's no point trying to hide that anymore. I just thought that if you'd be willing, that we might be able to use this as a place of ambush.
They recognize you two. Is there a way you could cover your scent?
They won't. They don't.
Gareth,
They won't have my scent.
they came past all of us. I think they're gonna recognize all of us.
I made sure my scent wasn't noticeable. I just made a mistake while following them.
Old Spice, yes.
But if we go rest right now and I can prepare myself, we can get the silvering done tonight or throughout the night, rest, and then try and prepare if they're coming back in the afternoon or evening. He said tomorrow.
I mean, it's already like late afternoon by this point in time.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta rest and then try.
Do you...
what we can.
So you'd be doing the silvering like in the morning.
Yeah.
Would...
Is there...
Do you
Sorry,
believe... Do you think Zafina would just allow us to crash at the forge?
Probably not.
We might as well. There's no
You
harm.
met her 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the ship and see what happens with Captain Ortiz. We've been here a couple of hours and we've already stirred up a exceedingly large amount of trouble, and I don't want it going back to the other ship.
Like I said,
I think we
we
should
ain't
check
got
for them,
nothing
yes.
but rusted luck.
Gareth,
Looking out...
I don't understand your human joke.
Looking out from outside the alchemists, like across the street, the buildings there, they all seem also like commercial or residential or.
Yeah, it's a mix. It doesn't look like they have like full districting here. So the shops are just kind of like in the midst of the different residential areas.
All right. Actually, I'm going to point at Gareth, and then actually, do we have any more business here? I had an idea, but maybe we discuss it elsewhere. The less you know, and I'll point to Luthen, the less you can say. So. Oh, also, you wouldn't happen to have like a recipe on how to stop me from turning into being
You have a recipe for
werewolf?
extract,
Yeah.
or no?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Do you know?
I used to.
You don't happen to remember it?
No, I did not have it memorized. There wasn't much call for it in the past.
Right. I'm assuming our friends made you get rid of it?
Yes, they made me a very tempting offer that involved either taking a bag of gold for it or a dagger.
Right. Cool.
That is
Well,
about the time I began to suspect their true nature, but
Do you know anyone in the city or anywhere that might have such information? The temple, perhaps?
if there's anybody, maybe, but there's not much in the way of alchemy there. It's a good place to go for holy healing, but not so much for. And lycanthropy is a tricky situation. I would say, given all things being equal, make an insight check.
DM, I'm gonna take
yeah.
my break now. My dog's doing the potty dance.
Oh, I didn't even realize what time it is.
Take a break and come back with
So,
me.
16?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely, he knows something, but he's hesitant to say it. And we'll take our break there.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the ship is what I want to do. I want to see if Ortiz is okay and see if how he succeeded with selling the ship. So at least that way we have, just generally more money.
You guys are heading down to the docks?
Someone else had something they wanted to do.
Well, on the way, can I just look for like any inn that's close to this area up here near the alchemy shop?
Yeah. Make a perception.
I'll help you. If you
Oh, are you helping me, or are you doing one yourself?
I mean, I'll help you if you're looking for it, unless you are asking me to keep an eye out.
Gareth's just looking at the
well,
list that he got on the way back.
That's a 23.
You don't see much of the way of inns in the district around Roundhold's Keep.
Okay.
You don't really see any. You see one in the inner wall district, but it looks like a very expensive high-end kind of thing.
Mm.
There are a couple in the docks district.
Yeah. Because I'm just looking for potential places to stay near the alchemy shop.
Are you just watching, or are you asking around?
I think I feel like asking around might be something I do on the way back. Like walking up to someone's house and go, "Hey, will you let us stay tonight? Hey, will you let us
Yeah,
stay
but you're just on your way back asking. Yeah, you are told there are about a couple of inns.
Okay.
There are. So there's the Old Oak Inn, which is one of the ones in the dock district. There's the Golden Bough, which is the one in the inner wall. And there is the Scarlet Roof, which is in the Burrows, and is apparently a brothel, but also an inn.
Nice.
Is that the one with the red roof?
Yes, it is.
How'd you know?
It's the cartoon knowledge. It's the important house.
I would have guessed the one with the little fun slide on the roof.
No, that's exactly. That's
I thought it'd be like a guard station or something because it looked.
It's a lean-to.
No. It is. That is. I wasn't gonna go into it, but yes, those are guard stations. Those stairs lead up to the wall.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it looked like. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
True.
All right. How's Ortiz doing?
Yeah. Has he sold that ship?
Make a perception check to find Ortiz.
Oh god.
I'm still reading those notes.
Not great. 16.
What was that, Astra?
Oh, I was gonna say I can help, but I was a bit too late on that.
You could go ahead and roll one too.
Okay.
I've been looking out for in, so I'm leaving it.
Oh, that's a 10. Not much better.
I don't think 10 is better than the 16.
Yeah, it's not better.
No,
it's not.
he went not much better.
Yeah.
So, with a 16, I will say you do spot Ortiz though.
How's he looking?
He's looking fine. He looks perfectly happy. You see him. You find him in the Sky Market. He's currently looks like he's haggling with someone.
Captain.
Should we go grab him or wait it out on the boat?
I think the sooner we inform him, the sooner he can make his own decisions as to what he wants to do.
Yeah. All right. I might, if you want to do that, I might head to the boat.
All right.
Shoulder's a little stiff.
Take Isla and some of the others with you.
Yeah.
Let's not go off just one or two.
No, yeah, but it's all right. We're pretty close, so.
I'll go with Keenan. He wanted to discuss something.
And Morag will go with you too.
Oh. I will move my character icon then.
So yeah, you go. You see him. He's haggling. No. We will not be paying 200 gold for these goods. That is ridiculous. 150 is already. It's already robbery. You're already taking money out of my pockets and food out of my children's mouths. Do you even have children? That is not the point here.
Greetings, Captain.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, just trying to restock my ship for the journey further down. Eastward and back up the river, and definitely not toward Darvita. That would be wrong. Did you need something?
We just came to see how the business concluded that we left with you.
Oh, yes. The business has concluded. And I got about 1,500 for it. Well, I got more than that, but that's your cut.
Who's listening to music?
He took half.
That's right.
It was 3,000 for the boat that we priced it at.
Yes, and it was discussed that he would take half. It was his boat that was put at risk by the fight, and his he's the one making the sail, and his sailors that sailed it.
I don't remember the cut. I just remember talking of him selling it. So, my bad. Anyways, that's wonderful. We have some newly developed information on.
He just tosses you a bag. It contains 150 platinum.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I'll divide this up with the others later.
Probably
Yeah,
just
do what
give
you
it
want.
all back to Morag.
Yeah, do what you want with it. It's not my problem. So, was there other business?
Yes. Do you have time to talk, or shall I meet you back at your ship?
Oh, sure. I've got all the time. Oh, I've got all the time in the world. This, I don't want to say criminal, but essentially criminal is not giving me a reasonable price for moderate quality goods.
Dealing with an individual as yourself, you'd think to be given the royal treatment with how often and far you travel.
Exactly. You'd think that they would know to have a little bit of respect for Captain Ortiz, but unfortunately, people are going to be the way they are. Small and greedy. A joke about my height. Yes, I think about this. So anyway, what do you need?
Durion's gonna pull him to the side for a minute. More werewolves. A lot more. They're in the area and they're more brazen.
That is what I assumed the situation would be, which is why I'm trying to fill my hold and get out of this town as quickly as possible.
Right. Situation in the burrows. So we don't just thought we'd give you a heads up so you can conclude your business as soon as you can, knowing your talents.
I do appreciate it, but do you think it's that pressing of a danger?
They released a fireball in the middle of a crowded street. They have no concern for other lives. They were in a blood frenzy.
That does sound unpleasant. In that case, I will be concluding my business as quickly as possible. Was there anything else?
No, thank you for your business, Captain.
He turns around, walking back up to the stall that he was at, and you just hear him. My friend, it turns out I will pay the 200 after all.
Cheeky.
Durion nods and he's gonna leave him to his business. He doesn't really have anything else to say. Just best of luck. Hope to see you again.
He returns the nod. It's not trying to be disrespectful, just being trying to hurry now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna take it personally. He's like, I just told you a bunch of werewolves were dropping fireballs on people. You're gone.
And it's just we want to. Okay, so we want to sail out tonight rather than in the morning. Got it.
And then meet up with the others.
Yeah.
The captain has wisely decided to depart.
And you guys are heading to your boat?
Yeah.
Alright. It's technically in a dock right now, but might as well use the boat map since I made one.
Boat map.
Yeah.
I like that white backdrop.
So when we all get back together, I'll drop the idea with Gareth after they're done.
Now, so where is everybody? Freya, you haven't said a word all session. Where are you?
I guess I'll go hang out around Gareth and Durion.
Okay.
Oh, I'm with Keenan. Because Keenan and I were gonna make some talk, so I'm assuming Keenan and I are
So where are you gonna go? Do you have the layout of the boat? The Freya, I think this is your first time seeing it. Astra, you as well. This is the boat that you have acquired. from some people that tried to kill you, but it's yours now. Part of the reason that he took half the charge for it, if you remember, is that
We blew up
Captain
the
Ortiz also did
Damage.
give you. Well, no, he also faked the paperwork for this boat for you.
Oh, he did. So it's legal.
So it's
Error.
quote unquote legally yours.
Okay.
Ah.
Everyone, including Morak, gets 25 platinum when divided.
Nice. Much better. I think Keenan would probably be. I'll probably go down here because probably hungry as shit after being in a fight and it's been a day, and all he had is a kebab. So he's probably just cooking something very poorly and munging on that down on the bottom deck. I did have an idea, Gareth, but thought better of it. I was thinking about using the badge to maybe get help from the guard. I mean, we can try to get help from the guard without the badge, but I figured we were a part of this attack. Guards were killed, civilians were killed. Surely, even if they do have people that work within the guard system, that then the rest are not happy that many of them just got murdered. So I guess, yeah, my idea was that we try to bring the guard in to help this ambush. We know that they're going to be rocking up to the Alchemist at least in the next few days.
It's a good idea, but we're in Brindale, and the Union is an Ironcast organization.
Right. So we can do that. We can still try it without flashing the badges.
Yeah.
We can go, hey,
not
we're
the
mercenaries.
I might
Big
get
bad wolf. Also, I've got 6 days before I turn into that, and the alchemist said he had a recipe, and they took it. So I kind of really want to knock one of them out and find where that fucking recipe is, because if I don't, bad shit happens. And look, I like changing shape, not that one. So I might be in a little bit of a hurry to try and what's the polite way to say, fuck them up.
I'm afraid it might not be that easy. As I told you before you left, they're working with Aleve, and I've been going over this list of that I have no idea what it is yet. As a
so
player.
even more reason to capture one, right? We both have a common goal here in keeping one of them alive, so that we can stop me from becoming werewolf and find out where Aleve is. We know where they're going to be. It seems like a pretty good ambush. Look, I don't think they might not rock up there after the shenanigans here, but apparently they made a payment, and considering how brazen they were, they might just rock up anyway, thinking that they can take us regardless.
Besides the bombs, Keenan, was there anything else?
Lots of teeth, lots of fur, claws. She had
Nothing like
this
that.
weird gun. It was a gun, but it was not like any I'd seen. Hurt like a bitch, though. And I'll just point to, like, on me where, like, was it a shotgun? Like, was it a, like, kind of buckshot, or was it a bullet?
It's like slugs.
Slugs. Yeah, I'll point to where there's probably, like, a fucking huge welt, and, like, think it might have broke some ribs. Yeah. So bad. Just bad. Badness all round.
Fucking believe this. What has he been up to since he left?
Well, I don't know, but maybe we should have. I'll grab some whatever we've been cooking and take it up and onto the deck. All right, now I've got some food. Any?
Oh, I went in the water.
Gareth goes for a swim.
Ah!
anyone opposed to trying to ambush them at the alchemists?
Honestly, it's
Get
not
us
a good idea.
weapons. Get our weapons silvered early, and watch the place. And because for those who didn't know, hi, and I'll just like kind of Astra and Freya and Lilwyn and Isla and be like, Durion said I got 6 days, so I'd really like to make use of those and turn it into more.
6 days until...
And I'll just
he'll
point to the
transfer.
shoulder.
Oh, yes, until the full moon.
Yeah,
And
so-
unless you all want to be fighting me as a big bad wolf, I would rather not. To be honest, if it comes to the 5th day and we haven't found it, I'll probably off myself before it comes to that. So, let's...
Astro, you're a powerful cleric of Rayla, aren't you? Do you know of any spells that might help?
Well, I know of a spell, but I don't think I can cast it myself. And would I know of anything outside of the spell? Or would it just be the recipe for that cure?
Which spell were you thinking of for clarity?
It's a greater restoration. I think I'm thinking of.
Yes, Greater Restoration would probably do the trick.
Would remove curse?
Remove curse would not, because lycanthropy is both a curse and a disease. If you remove the curse, the disease will recurse you. If you remove the disease, the curse will re-disease you. Or reinfect you.
Remove the curse and the disease at the same time? Like,
Yeah.
if someone were to, cast something to remove the curse, and then another would cast something to remove the disease?
Yes, but the timing would have to be very precise. You could absolutely try it, but there would be a dice roll involved. It would not just be an immediate success.
I mean, I could remove the curse, but I don't know about the disease part.
I could handle the disease part.
Oh, that'll give us options.
We could at least try it.
Can you
Worth a try.
Can you do so right away, Astro?
No, I'd have to sit on it overnight.
All right. How about we hold that for the day? We may need all your powers tomorrow if we're going to ambush them, and then if
Yeah,
it
save it for
succeeds-
the night.
Yes, if it succeeds and you have the ability, Freya and Astra too can give this a try.
Yeah. We could
Perhaps
try
while Durion and I are working on the silver.
Gareth, before you go to sleep tonight, do you believe you can put together? And I explained an impact arrow to you using the dust. Something that might be able to release it.
It's possible. It would require a Tinker's Tools check, and if you fucked it up, you might end up just accidentally blinding and choking yourself with dust.
I've seen the leaves work on those grenades, as Keenan has pointed out. A very similar device. I mean, it could work, but then again, it would reduce the aerodynamics of an arrow, so I can't guarantee its accuracy.
As long as it's within the area and we'll activate that, I don't need to hit them with it. Just need to hit around them.
That's true. Yeah. Must admit, that was my students' ambitions. Since this happened and I kind of lift up my metal arm, I strayed away from such ambitions and devoted my craft into, with inspiration from Mara, my wife, into designing prosthetics and the such to more better people's lives than to take them.
This would be less of taking their lives and more incapacitating. Anything that'll even the playing field. We had troubles fighting one. We can't fight 5 of them without issue.
No.
Their ability, and Durion's going to go through their what he saw them do. So the caster, the gun, them transforming into these shadow wolves.
If there's one thing that I've learned since I've started this, is that A weapon is nothing more than a tool. And I'm just going to kind of like nod over towards Gareth and Stormheart.
I think
It's
some
both-
might disagree.
Did you just call me a tool?
Oh,
You're a tool.
You're a towel. They're designed in. It depends on how the user uses it. It can be designed to save lives, and it can be designed to take lives. It's how you use a tool is what I've been learning.
Right. So it comes down to: do you trust yourself? Do you trust us? But whichever.
I trust you, Keenan. Astro's a little.
That's
little,
one of
little
us.
on the fence. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
But I think we should also keep watch for the night. This blood cultist, this Candira, she and her group were blatantly had a blatant disregard for, well, public awareness of them, for life,
Well,
and for their own allies. They quite frequently were hitting their own allies if it meant that they would hit their adversaries, being us. So
once I get my rest and prepare myself, I can keep an eye out.
I can take first watch, but after that, I'm definitely passing out. So, maybe we just keep an eye out. Early morning, bright and early morning, we get up and we silver the weapons, and then we head to the alchemist.
Right. Sounds good. Let's get started then. More.
Speaking of, what the if I may ask, what are the sleeping arrangements? There's only 4 bedrooms.
I'll sleep wherever. So
We can't just hop over to the captain's ship anymore.
What?
I mean, technically we can. We're still paying him, but I see what you mean. Yeah.
No, by this point in time, you can see the back of his ship as it's already sailing down.
Yeah,
the river.
Durion looks at you. Durion looks at you, Keenan, and he's like, the captain made it clear he was leaving 2 hours before we even got back.
Just waiting downriver or leaving.
He's done.
Oh,
I will need a bit of a workspace, so
He
I
mentioned-
believe I saw a table
Oh,
in
he
the
didn't
captain's
even-
quarters.
didn't even say goodbye.
He mentioned that his work was concluded, and he does not want to stick around for werewolves.
Durion did seem to impress on him that the danger was imminent and deadly. So
I'm sure. I just
Keenan.
sure, we'll perhaps see him again if we make our way down to
I imagine
Avita,
so.
but
Yes, he made it clear he was definitely not going to go towards Orvita, so that's more than likely where he's heading.
yes, that was my
Yeah.
impression as well. He was very clear about how Avita was not where he was going, so I assume we'll see him in Avita.
Why don't
Right.
Lilwyn, why don't you take one of the bunks and the others can share. Once I rest, I'll be on the deck.
I just
Alright.
sit back against the mast and
Rapide,
I'll keep an eye out.
Rapide, keep us safe. And Rapide's gonna give the help action for perception checks,
All right.
or he can do his own roll. I mean, he's got a.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
character,
he's-
so it's
yeah,
your
he's-
call what he's gonna do.
Yeah, he'll do his own, I guess, maybe, or somebody. He's got a +6 for perception.
No,
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna do
gonna-
my own thing.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go into my.
If he provides help with Durion, Durion has +9.
Okay, yeah, he'll do whatever. He'll do whatever. He'll give the help action, I guess.
Yeah, he'll help.
Solid enough.
So who else is taking a bedroom?
I'm in the captain's quarters because there's a table.
I think the ladies can have
There's no bed in the captain's quarters. It's not like a bedroom.
No, that's fine. Gareth will just sleep on the floor once he's done.
How big
It's
are
got a rug.
Are they hammocks or cots?
Hammocks.
All right. Well,
So you could split a room if somebody wanted to sleep on the floor or something.
yeah. Let's let Isla So Isla will probably have to share with someone just so she gets used to sleeping. Without
Or you
Sure,
could
goes in
let
with all
her sleep in her own room, and maybe she can get used to that.
she may not be
Maybe.
emotionally.
If you gave her her own room, she would sleep on the floor regardless. So
Yeah. So I think it's better if she sleeps with like Lilwyn or something so they can keep an eye on her.
I mean, ladies, do you want the rooms? And I'll look at Freya and Morag and.
Morag, with a lack of self-awareness, will just say yes and take a room.
There we go.
I'll take another.
And then, I mean, between you two, to
Astro,
pick.
You can take the room. I'll rest in the office with Gareth until my watch. And then we can swap out Keenan.
Yeah. I know I didn't say much. Oh, before Durion goes, I wanted to say that. But like, I know I didn't say much in the in whatever the whole rope thing you did was, but thanks. I was feeling pretty shit.
Right.
And glad to have you around. I know you're not. It seems like you're not quite impressed with our capabilities yet, but
I think that
on the other hand,
Gareth,
quite impressed with yours. So
I believe Gareth is doing this. What I understand is flirting. He seems to be avoiding me, and I understand that human children do that when they're attracted to one another.
No, buddy,
Durion
no.
smiles at you. It's clear that he's lying.
He's
I'm very impressed with most of your actions. Your reasoning is questionable, though given the circumstances of what you went through, I can understand. But
You know,
I don't doubt any of your talents. You all saved me when I was petrified. I've made mistakes too.
no, I think if you haven't noticed, the rest of them, especially Gareth, Morag, and Astra, kind of just tend to be a bit of a hype squad for the rest of us.
I feel like Gareth has his own agenda with not appreciating me. I feel as if he's avoiding me or just doesn't like me, and he shrugs at that. But
I mean,
I've met plenty of people who try and hype up their abilities and fall short. You have all done excellently. Don't forget, our first meeting was me being behind bars.
sure, but we both know you could have gotten out. The main thing I guess I'm trying to say is I appreciate having someone around that will go out of their way to keep us in check. Because if I try to do some dumb shit, Morag's gonna say where are we going, and Gareth's gonna say when. And I need someone to say, hey, that's some dumb shit. So thank you.
It did not help us when we went to the arena, but it turned out fine.
Look, I'll take that on the chin. Yep, wasn't thinking well, but you did say something, and everyone else didn't. So it's look, like you said, we're all working on it. But
Keenan,
thanks for sticking around.
I want you to be assured by one thing. He pats you on the shoulder. I will slit your throat the second you start changing, and he's gonna walk off.
Jesus.
I
feel the love.
Keenan's just sitting there like, changing? Did he mean like emotionally, or like if I change shape? Like, does he hate shape changes? Like,
It's a good thing I already went through puberty.
I think he was trying to say change into a werewolf, but
Yeah. He said it's up to Keenan to decipher it.
yeah.
So Durion, you head down. Gareth, I'm gonna need a couple of I'm gonna need 4 Tinker's Tools check. We're gonna call this intelligence plus proficiency.
I think I have, what's it called? I can't remember the little class feat.
Oh, expertise with tools?
Yeah,
You did that yet?
I think I have tool proficiency. Or nope, that's not it. What the hell is it called?
Expertise.
I think you got it at 6. Could be wrong there.
You might be right. I
It
think
was
it is
under
at
your
6.
class features if you had it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, class features right there. Magical tinkering, that's not it.
Yeah, it's 6th level, so you wouldn't have it
Oh,
yet.
okay. Nope, I would not have it then.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't
Okay.
spend so much time dipping into wizard.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I want to be able to pump my AC as high as I can. Okay, what am I rolling? D20 plus
Yeah,
proficiency?
intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay, D20 plus 8.
Mhm.
Whatever. That's going to be a 15. A whatever is 16 plus 8 is 24.
D4. Yep.
And oh, just a 10.
Ooh.
And the last one.
And the last one. That will be a 14.
Okay. That's not what I expected considering your skill set. Durion, your meditating is suddenly interrupted when you make a Constitution saving throw. I also need one from you, Gareth.
Sure. 17.
17.
You know what?
Hey,
I'll add a +4 to that for a 21.
Okay, you both managed to save on the 17.
He sets off the choking powder.
As he accidentally set on the 10, he sets off the choking powder. One of them. So he made 3 arrows, but you also had a slight interruption to your meditation as you were suddenly coughing and sneezing uncontrollably.
Durion goes to rest in the hallway. He's like, I made a decision. It was the wrong decision. I know better now.
But Gareth, you do manage to make the other 3, so you have 3 arrows of choking and sneezing.
All right, I'll delete one of them since Gareth was an unfortunate.
Yeah, and just on your just like in the notes, note them as arrows.
Is there like a window in here?
There is not.
It's a ship.
You're gonna have to roll up that rug, take it to the surface, and like beat it out over the side of the ship.
I wouldn't even do that. I'll just walk out, just kind of like set the 3 arrows next to Durion, and then just go up on the top. And I'm like, I'm assuming like I'm just covered in like soot or something.
Where are you, Gareth? Where are you taking your rest for the night?
I would take it up on the deck where there's fresh air.
Well, you're not covered in soot. You're covered in this kind of like reddish orange powder.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, I look like Donald Trump, I guess. I'm fucking orange.
When you start like shaking it out, I'm just like downwind.
It's getting into my wounds and it stings.
Yeah, my wounds.
So then I'll walk to the
It's
back
in
of
my
the ship then.
raccoon wounds. Sorry.
I also got a 22 for my watch as well.
Okay, interesting. Keenan, you
Yeah.
noticed something.
Oh shit.
Gareth goes and sits down, and he passes out after a couple minutes. But looking out over the docks in the city, you notice someone watching in the shadows. They're short, and they have solid white eyes.
And they're just watching.
They're currently just watching.
How far away, like between them and the boat? I guess.
A couple 100 feet. They're not very close. Anything less than what you had rolled, you would not have spotted them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at them and put my draw Gored and just lay it across my lap, like as I stare at them. Just letting them know that I know they're there.
They are just watching.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple of moments after you do that, you see them just vanish.
All right. I'm gonna head down and when during the watch is this?
Maybe an hour into after you guys settled down.
Okay. I'll just keep keeping an eye out, and then if anything happens between mine and Durion's watch.
Is Durion's second watch? I thought Durion was going to take third and fourth.
Yeah, Durion's taking the last of it, so somebody else has to go.
Durion needs 4 hours, so 2 watches worth to get the full rest.
Oh, so watch is
Because
2
elf.
hours?
A watch is 2 hours, and a night requires 4 watches.
Ah, okay.
And your character would have knew that ahead of time, so Astra could have volunteered at that point.
Yeah, I would have probably grabbed Astra anyway. I know they've got good eyes. Yeah. I'll head down to Astra and knock on the door and Astra, you're up. Come up quick, and I'll take them back up to the top. I don't want to be away from the deck for too long.
Okay.
And I'll point out to where I saw them. They're watching us.
Like
They're out there. The big bad wolf people. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So, actually, and I'm gonna move over. So you've got Repeat up here as well. And I'm gonna walk up to Repeat, and I don't know if I can give Repeat orders. Probably can't, but I've never tried. So I'm just gonna be like, if anything happens, you wake him up, and I'll point at Gareth. Yeah.
Repeat just stares at you.
Yeah.
I like to
Fucking
imagine he does a little
dog.
head tilt.
Yeah, like with his mouth hanging open and a little mechanical
Yeah.
tongue just hanging loosely.
Okay.
No, it's a flesh
that
tongue.
didn't work.
Gross.
No, not FCG. Fuck off. And I'm just like, yeah. So they know we're here. They know who we are. I think it's probably going to throw every plan for tomorrow into ruin. But keep an eye out and let Durion know as well when you wake him up.
I'll be sure.
I'm going to go pass out. All right. I'm taking your bed.
No worries.
So, Astra, make a perception check with disadvantage, because Repeat is still given the help action.
With disadvantage.
Did I say disadvantage? I meant advantage.
You did.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Very
Advantage.
confused.
Repeat is giving you the hinder action.
I'm distracted patting him, so it's disadvantage. Okay. Oh, the same roll twice. 18.
18. Yeah, seems calm. You don't really notice anything.
No white eyes staring at me.
No white eyes staring at you. No sudden werewolf sea captains leaping over the deck. Nothing like that, no?
I didn't know what Keenan saw, but I'll just walk over to Repeat and pet him. If I didn't say anything.
Alright. You spend 2 hours petting Repeat, and then it's time for Durion's watch. I don't know why you do that so much. It is made of metal.
It's nice to the touch, it's
It's
cold.
gonna be that
Nice and cool.
dog statue
Yeah.
you see where people keep touching it and eventually it goes bronze from all the rubbing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just go with Durion though. Like, apparently there are people that may be staring at you, so, keep an eye for that.
Alright, Durion fades into the darkness as he goes up the mast.
Alright, fair enough. And I'll just sleep on the deck next to Gareth.
Who's Big Spoon?
Astra.
Yep, that's me.
Gareth loves being the small spoon. He's like, yes. Who's perfect?
It makes me feel safe.
My wife.
Durion,
What's
Hi.
poking me in the back?
make a perception check.
With advantage from Repeat.
once.
No, just make a perception check. I would say... I don't think Repeat can help you if you're up on the mast.
Oh,
You're just too far away.
So would Repeat make his own then?
Yeah, Repeat you can make individual ones.
I did bad. 13.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I'm also an elf, I also have trance, which would take 4 hours. So would I be up the same time as Durion then?
Yeah, you would. That's true.
Okay, so then I would have gone up to the deck to also help out with watch. But
Okay.
also, since it's a long rest, considered a long rest, can I change my season as well?
Yeah, anytime you want, or anytime you take a long rest.
I got
Okay.
Repeat got a 12. One less than Durion.
All right.
If anybody
Freya.
were to notice Freya, her outer appearance would have changed. Her hair would have turned a reddish orange. And if you look directly closer at the center of her eyes, you would see more of a yellow tinge to the inner of her eyes. But they'd still be blue around the outside. She is changing to the season of autumn.
Nice.
You're matching the season.
Twinsies.
All right. So, you, Freya, make a perception check.
Big rolls, big rolls.
Please do better than a 13. I'm screwed.
Big money, no Keenans. Big money, no Keenans.
15.
15. It's better than a 13.
It is.
But nothing happens. Everything's fine. Then, Freya, make a perception check with advantage because you're on the deck with Repeat. Durian, make a perception check, flat roll.
Oh my god, I got the same roll. I hate this digital
19.
dice.
Sorry, what was that, Freya?
19.
19. Okay, you, Freya, just for a moment, think you catch sight of that same thing. A short humanoid figure with pale white eyes watching you.
To slowly just show my sword and also make a signal up to Durion that there's something along the shore that I'm seeing.
He slides down to like follow your gaze.
You see the figure watching you again, and then, much like before, you can see the sun rising in the background a little, just a bit of sunlight for the morning, and he just vanishes.
We'll have to lock down the ship, but if they're moving through the shadows, it won't matter.
Do we get a long rest?
And you can all complete a long rest.
Nice.
That's 1 day down, 5 days to go.
1 day down, 5 days to go, until the full moon.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, I put 5 days to go till a woo.
Oh, woo.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes, 5 days to go until a woo. God damn it.
Let's go get
I-
the silvering done.
I was gonna say, I better see that meme for every day that passes.
That was
Yes.
the plan. That was the plan.
Yeah, we need to get up quick and go make sure that she's not dead, but she may be, who knows.
All right. So you all get up, and actually, I'll probably move you back to Shram.
We'll lock down the ship as much as we can, at least.
Yeah. Currently, you don't have anything left vulnerable there. You don't have a lot of good locks either. You can redesign that ship, by the way. If you want work done to add more rooms or like change things or yada yada, just tell me what you want done
Turn it
so I can
into a
modify the map.
sky ship.
Also, theoretically possible. Skyships do exist in this setting. They are exceedingly rare, though.
Gareth, get your shit on.
Keenan is addicted to sky ships. I don't know why.
Keenan's not. Jordan is.
Dion?
Jordan very much wants a sky ship.
Let's see if the ye old silversmith is dead.
So you make
Well,
your
we
way
couldn't need
across
her
town.
anyway.
You'd be making the checks for silvering things with disadvantage if she's not there.
Hmm.
Her experience is still invaluable. But the good news is she doesn't appear to be dead as you arrive there in the morning.
Also, as we walk past Luthen's, because we are going kind of directly past it, can we stop in quickly? Or like,
You're
should we check if
pretty-
he's alive?
Pretty early in the morning. The shop looks left alone, but it looks closed.
Okay.
Like you guys are
Doesn't look
you
like
guys are
ransacked or anything. Just
yeah,
looking
you
through the
guys are
window.
like up with the sunrise, get going ASAP kind of thing today.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it doesn't look like there'd been a ruckus in there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's been a ruckus in there.
Okay.
But you head over to the silversmith shop. You see Zafina. Her pile of failed silvered items sitting next to her. She looks pretty tired. It looks like she's been kind of working on it all through the night. Well, this is just fucking great. Even more fucking progress. Oh, you're here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh,
Evening.
fucking hell. There's a lot of you in there.
We are prepared for a very eventful day.
Did you bring a robot dog? Am I seeing that right, or am I just...
You saw him yesterday.
No, yeah. Could you silver him too? I'm kidding.
Yeah, probably, but he'd need to be like disassembled. At least his teeth would be. Yeah, I mean, I assume he bites, right? He's a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, you could silver the teeth. Right. Anyway, so. Yeah, I mean, it's a relatively decently crowded space with all of you there.
I feel like Morag would be waiting outside. She likes to stand guard.
Yeah, so Morag will be right out front, right in front of the door. But yeah, it's maybe like a 30 by 35 space, and then another 30 by 30 attached space for the actual forge. So who's helping with the actual silvering?
Durion raises his hand.
Gareth also steps forward.
All right.
Question for DM.
Yeah.
Because this will inform what I do after this. I can technically choose my hex weapon, but I know that the whole with Gareth and stuff. So, can I not change my hex weapon to the rapier?
You can not because of how we did the whole thing with Gareth.
Okay. Yep, no, that's cool. That's cool.
I will say I was actually going to do it last night, but I totally forgot. A feeling from Gareth, sort of trying to explain a complicated concept. That Gareth could take in the silver blade and eject the enchantment of the current blade, but doing so would cost it power.
Just actually spit out the sword.
It wouldn't actually spit out. It can't reconstitute the sword, but it could spit out the enchantment onto another sword on hand, such as a rapier.
And then I could re-eat it.
And then you could silver a different sword and eat it. Yeah.
Hmm. Wait.
But it would cost it power.
So it could put the enchantment on the rapier, and then I could eat that rapier after it's silvered.
You wouldn't at that point in time. The rapier at that point in time the silver would be the same.
Okay, so I'd need another.
You would need another
weapon.
sword that you would then silver and consume.
Yeah, so it would just be like stocking the enchantment aside for the moment and then doing it afterwards.
Correct, but once again, it would cost it power. It would kind of set you back in terms of Gareth's progression a little bit.
No, we can't have that. All right.
I mean, it might be worth it. You probably find more weapons.
Keenan
Keenan's going to risk. And yeah, well, Keenan's going to risk it for
the
the
sword
biscuit.
afterwards and just gain the power back.
What was that?
Can't he just re-eat the sword afterwards and regain the power if he spits
I'm
it?
guessing he's saying that it's costing more to do that than it would get back.
Correct. So if he once he
Like I'd
reconsumes
lose
it,
two,
gain power.
gain one. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money on gaining those ones. Fuck nah.
Yeah.
Those plus ones every town we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, no, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Okay.
Don't block us. I just wanted to make sure that I couldn't hex another weapon. Yeah.
So, what is everybody who isn't Gareth or Durion doing during this process?
Would Astra provide guidance help?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes, Astra could provide guidance for one of the people involved.
Yeah, I can do it.
Keenan's probably at the door or
and
a window.
Lillowen could actually be in there also providing guidance for the other one.
Nice.
I'm basically gonna say I'm not gonna be much help in here and just go chill out with Morag and keep watch.
Yeah. keeping watch, and I'm also going to probe to Gareth and go. Considering recent circumstances, and I'll kind of like just mention the bite. I know you like what you've got now, but we might have to make some changes, buddy.
Gareth sends back a feeling. That sword that he has in him currently is nice, but it's not one of a kind.
Mm.
It was not unique. It was the sword carried by elite soldiers of the Fae.
Yeah.
So you could find another one.
Yeah. Well, if we didn't have this werewolf thing going on, I might not have. But we really need to make this count. So let's get you silvered.
Okay.
And,
So one other question. What is the order of the silvering? I want to know the items in order, so we can go down the list for what passes and fails.
Let's do Morag first, since they're like our frontliner.
And then Keenan.
All right. Morag's great sword. Keenan's rapier.
Great axe.
A great axe. Sorry.
And then, Freya, do you want Durion to go next, or do you want your silver sword?
Go ahead and go first.
Okay, so Durion's
I'll actually put. I will just say I'll put my hand up because now I've made this decision. Of like, if you do mine first, I can start the process of numbing it.
well, let's
Assuming it.
let's
Yeah.
do Morag. All right, let's do Keenan first, then, just so they can.
Just so I can do that while you're making the rest. So.
And how long does that take? Consuming a blade? That's.
I think you said an action, but I imagine it's an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour. Like it said, is that an action originally? That was a mistake.
It would be an hour, I think. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So Keenan, Morag, Durion, Freya. Who? I think. What does Gareth use weapon-wise? Because I feel like Isla's arrows are more important.
Gareth uses
Yeah,
the
probably.
panopticon, but that's a wooden thing with some metal stuff on it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
So let's do Isla after Freya,
Yeah.
and then
Gareth is probably going to do more spells anyway. So.
and then
Yeah.
there's Astra.
I'll be last because I'm the least dependent on a weapon.
and then there were also crossbow bolts for Gareth, right?
Yep. So yeah, I wrote down Keenan,
So it'll be
great axe, sword
it'll be
swords.
the rapier, then the great axe, then two short swords, the long sword, then the first set of arrows, the second set of arrows, the first set of bolts, the second set of bolts, and then the dagger.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay, then I am going to need a skill check from both Durion and Gareth. You both have guidance, and you don't have disadvantage because Zafina is alive and present.
Okay.
All right.
It is a smithing tools for Gareth and an alchemist tools for Durion. As you can see, Zafina takes the silver and the silver that you provide, and this is also going to cost you like 100 silver coins per item, but
Yeah.
that's 10
easy.
gold, so whatever. Because she'll take the silver, put it in a crucible. She starts up the forge, pumps it up until it's hot, melts all of it, and then adds in the alchemical ingredients. And Durian, that's at the point where you are doing this to balance the alchemical ingredients.
Yeah, would this be wisdom or dexterity for the tool check?
This would be intelligence.
Okay, not terrible, not the greatest.
Okay, so I'm a +8 again, correct?
Oh no, but this would be dexterity for you, Gareth.
Oh, okay, so I'm a
The alchemy side, the side Durian's doing is intelligence.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm not proficient in alchemist tools, so but
Yes, which is why Durian's doing the alchemist tools and you're doing the smithing tools.
All right, so D20 +6. My first
Yep.
roll.
So Durian, give me the
And guidance.
Yeah. Guidance.
Durian, give me your first result.
All right, so that's 17, 22.
Mine
22?
is going to be even higher because I rolled a 17. I got a +4 on the guidance and then a +6 on top of that. So 27.
So 27. All right. The rapier comes out of it. So Durian, you help make sure you get the right balance of alchemical ingredients and the right just touch of magic in there as well. As she uses this long treated stick to stir this metal. It looks like it's got runes along the side to keep it from, just bursting into flames. And she takes it out once it's all imbued, and there is a mold that, Gareth, you can lay the rapier on and very gently pour this alchemically infused silver along the edge of the blade. And you have to line it just right. If you don't, it will clump up like the other blades that she's been attempting. But you do so, and as you stick it into a barrel of water, and you hear a loud tss, you bring it out, and you have this cooled silvered rapier.
All right.
You just huck it at you huck it at Keenan.
Yeah.
That whole process took maybe half an hour.
Okay. I'll get on it, and I'll sit down by the window probably. I'll probably actually, if I'm doing this, I don't want people to see it, so I'll be a little bit backward and then start the process of consuming it.
Yep. So you begin focusing on that, and you two begin on the great axe. Durion and Gareth, give me the rolls. Durion, you first. Another alchemy check.
16.
I got a 24.
Yeah, not as super high as last time, but still enough to pass. After another 30 minutes, another 100 silver. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so there's 10 silverings, so it's 1,000 silver, so it's like 100 gold total. So you guys can split that cost as well.
Okay.
I already took mine out, so.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So you do the same thing with the great axe. You have to be a little more careful with it in certain places because the so you've got to like first pry the axe head off of the haft and just take the axe head and silver that before reattaching it to the handle. Well, this is going pretty well so far.
Just gotta
Now
believe
the
in yourself. I told you you could do it.
Now the short swords.
Oh, that went from a 3 to a 16. That's wonderful.
I got a 16 on this one.
Okay, a 16 is enough.
Durion got a 25.
Okay, and give me the second one for the second short sword. I
Oh,
don't think I need to describe the process in detail for every single one.
18 for me.
Nat 20 for a 27.
Yeah.
Okay. By the time they finish doing that, Keenan, you finish the rapier vanishes, being absorbed and pulled into a red. The blade of which suddenly just a glint of light across the blade as it is this shining bright silver now.
One. Now we're ready. And I'll go back to the window to keep a watch outside with Freya and Morag.
Make a perception check.
All right. Oh, I mean, not bad. 15.
15. Okay. Yeah. You look out the door. You're looking out the window, and you look there just in time to see as a shape suddenly runs up and plunges through the window. Glass shatters as shapes plunge through the windows on all sides of the building.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why I said I wanted to go first so I could get it absorbed.
Yeah.
As... One moment.
We got Morag and Durion. We've got our frontliners except Freya. Freya doesn't have hers done yet.
There was a dice roll for each silvering to see if they showed up then. As... There's also a reason I was asking where...
Space.
Everybody, the reason I was asking where everybody was.
Yeah, for sure.
You see Keenan in front of you, a man, he's got a bit of a smirk on his face. You didn't see him yesterday, so presumably he was one of the ones that was still in wolf, or maybe the one that took the hybrid form. But he's carrying a sword and shield. Definitely looks like a like up in your face. He's wearing heavy armor with this fur mantle over it. Definitely up in your face warrior type.
Yeah.
You do see Isla was the only one in the actual shop front with you, other than also Repeat, because you never said where he was going. But you do see the elven woman and the man with the bandana in there. Whereas you in the actual blacksmith shop see the the man that you now know is the spellcaster, and that blind dwarf, as they come crashing through the various windows.
And there's no time to get a warning out?
No, your perception was not good enough for you to see it coming until, like, literally it is like, okay, the blade is ready, let me step up to the window, and the moment you step up to the window, he's already crashing through the glass.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both Morag and Freya did choose to go take a watch out front, which is not the direction they approached from. Nobody said they were going to watch out windows or patrol around the back or anything until Keenan said he was going to look through a window. So you guys hear the crash. You're aware, like, Morag and Freya are aware of the fight, but you just didn't see them coming.
Yeah. Did they leave their weapons in the blacksmith room, or would they have
I mean, they would have their regular weapons, the ones that are being silvered.
Well, I'm pretty sure we would have given Isla to hand them around.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's true. So Morag should have the great axe. What I'm saying is, Freya's longsword is the one you're in the middle of silvering now.
Right.
Yeah.
Picks up his 2 silvered short swords.
Yeah.
Actually, just to make this interesting, make the roll for the longsword for me.
All right.
If you pass this roll, we'll say they crashed in like as you were finishing it, so there will be a silvered longsword over there.
15 for Durion.
I got a 17 plus 6, so 23.
23. Okay, yeah. So there is a silver. I'm gonna add a sword icon. So there is a silvered longsword for Freya.
Well, I mean,
Freya just needs to get to it.
Right. Well, I mean, I would be the one holding it, correct?
Well, it would be like it's like in this little trough of water. It's just been rapidly cooled.
Okay, well, I mean,
You could just object interaction grab it though, like.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah, I can also
Sure,
wield it.
but it'll be about getting it to Freya in the fight or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So this should be exciting, and it's a wee bit early, but we went like an hour over.
Yeah.
So gonna call
Good
it
spot,
here.
good spot.
It seems like a good spot. I don't think we'll have time to really get into the fight. So